Hello everyone, and welcome sports fans to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Andrew Webb, coming to you live from Klamath Falls at Henley High School. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the Lithia Superstore pregame show powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon and featuring the Henley Hornets and the Ashland Grizzlies. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Ashland School District and our sponsor business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for this event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and thank you if you already have. Well, it didn't take long for Ashland to tie last season's football win total. The first step was taken last week against Eagle Point, and the final step came Friday night in domino fashion as quarterback JoJo Harrower threw 5 touchdown passes in a 49-27 rout of North Eugene at Walter A. Phillips Field. Last week, Ashland's goal was to win its first game of the season. This week, it was all about 2 wins in a row and to get the big monkey off the program's back. They hadn't won consecutive games since 2019. Now, Ashland is going against the Henley Hornets this game. Henley, of course, lost to the eventual state champion Estacada by 1 point in the quarterfinals last year, and they've dominated their first 2 opponents. The Hornets won at Seaside 38-14 and handled Crater at home 46-7 last week. We're going to have kickoff in just under about 7 minutes, and we'll be right back.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey,
Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Welcome back. And back to last week's game. If you remember, in the opening possession, the Highlanders from North Eugene used an onside kick to stir things up, and they recovered the loose ball at the 50-yard line. North Eugene drove down the field And their quarterback Knutson ran it in for a 4-yard touchdown on the 8 to end the 8-play drive to quickly take the lead. But of course, Jacob Ortega returned the kick 67 yards on the ensuing kickoff. We'll have a little bit more here in just a second. We're going to take a timeout.
Table Rock Sports and the Ashland Football Club welcome you to 2023 live streaming coverage of Ashland Grizzly football on TableRockSports.net. You'll see the big plays and the big games from the 4A Special District 4 matchups against Hidden Valley and the Klamath and Coastal schools. The Ashland Football Club is able to partner with Table Rock Sports for coverage this season thanks to the generous support of these sponsors you see on the screen. Rogue Credit Union, Ashland Dental and Oral Health, Ashland Homes Real Estate, the Oak Tree Northwest Bar and Grill, People's Bank, where they put people first, Ashland Drug at 53 North 2nd Street, and Reinhold and O'Hara Insurance are helping connect you with the Grizzlies this fall. Please say thanks and support their businesses when possible. Go Grizz!
Thanks again for joining us. And of course, last week, Jacob Ortega took it to tie the game, and it was all Grizzlies after that. It was really a copy and paste of the first week of the season when Eagle Point came into Ashland, and they scored on the first drive as well, but Ashland answered right back. That time it was Gavin White taking it 99 yards to the house. We'll see what happens tonight. They're about to have the coin toss at midfield. We're going to be able to see who's going to get the ball first. And I'm sure Ashland, I would think they're going, if they win the toss, I would wonder if they're going to want to receive. Let's see what happens. As the captains shake each other's hands. Nice night out here in Klamath Falls, not a cloud in the sky. And the temperature here at game time is 79 degrees. A warm night, but with that sun going down, it does seem like it'll cool off a little bit, which will be perfect weather for this game. And Ashland, of course, coming into the game 2-0, led by head coach Bo Lenners, and then Henley coming into the game 2-0 as well, and they're led by their head coach Alex Stork. And Henley is ranked 3rd in Class 4A, with Ashland ranked number 4. So the Grizzlies will look to move up a spot with today's game. Should be a really good game. Two really good teams in Class 4A about to take off. Let's see what the verdict is. Looks like Ashland. Welcome back. Pardon about that interruption there. Some technical difficulties. Let's hope there's no more of those so we can deliver a great broadcast for everybody. And we're about to have kickoff. Ashland receiving. The dangerous Ortega and White are back to receive. And the Henley student section liking what they see. They're ready for kickoff, as are the teams. Here we go. The ball is up, and White's going to get it. And looks like they called it a touchback, so the Grizzlies will take over. No return. Probably good news for Henley that Ashland didn't receive, because those two guys you don't really want to kick to, that's for sure. So here comes the offense. JoJo Harrower is in the lineup. If you were watching the broadcast last week, he did have a knee injury late in the game, but he is back and he is out there and he is ready to play. And the Grizzly faithful is extremely excited about that. So here's the first snap. In the shotgun, they're going to pitch it right to White. And he gets met at the line. Big hit right there from Henley. That was Logan Whitlock. Quite a hit he put on right there. So second play of the drive, that play went nowhere. See what they can muster up on this drive. Harrower back to pass. He finds Negra. He's right at the marker. Let's see where they spot it. This could be... Oh, he's going to be short by about a yard. So just underway here. Ashland, third and short situation. Usually a running down. Usually teams run it in a third and short situation, but that's not, of course, it's not always the case. There is a penalty flag. Let's see what this is. So as a illegal procedure on the Grizzlies, it's going to set them back 5 yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. So not what you want right there if you're the Grizzlies. You'd want a 3rd and 1, much more manageable than a 3rd and 6. So what went from likely a running down is now almost certainly a passing down. There was an audible. The team looked to the coaches. Now they're ready, and Harrower, he's going to get sacked. Good play right there by Henley. That was Cohen Redmond, the senior defensive lineman, 170 pounds, was able to get to Harrower and bring him down. And the Grizzlies going to do something they haven't done a whole lot this year, which is punt. That is not something they've done. But Henley is the third-ranked team, and they're on their home field. This could very well be a matchup that is a very tough matchup for the Grizzlies. For both teams, really. So Ashland's going to punt. It's Ortega. Boots it. Gets to about midfield. See where the ref marks it at about the 47-yard line of Ashland. So Henley will stay on this part of the field. It'll be 1st and 10, and we'll see the Hornets for the first time tonight, the Hornets offense. Again, Henley last year, they lost to eventual state champion Estacada by 1 point. And that ended their season a year ago. And last week, they beat Crater by a score of 46-7. Here they come. They've got trips right. Shotgun set. They are going to run it. And it's a nice gain. They got a first down. That was Whitlock, the 5'8" senior running back, who just made a good play on the defensive end. Plays both ways and got a good run this time. And Henley's in business. They're on the 35 of Ashland, so they're already kind of knocking on the door as the sun is making its way down. The lights are coming on. Friday night lights. Man in motion. Swing pass. They faked the screen pass, and they're going to run it up the middle with Whitlock, and why not? He had a good gain on his first touch. He has a good gain on his second touch as well. 2 runs, 2 first downs. Coaches love to see that. Wouldn't be shocked if he gets it again. Henley has a big offensive line, as you can tell, with their guy nearest on the near side. Number 76, that's a offensive lineman, 6'4". Offensive lineman, left tackle. So they have got some size to run behind, and we're seeing that right now. Whitlock again, he's going to get stopped this time. So Ashland shows there what they showed the previous 2 games, which is pretty much impenetrable to run on, as they've got some size on their defensive line. So second down, we're at 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Pretty good crowd on hand for Henley. A lot of Ashland Grizzlies made their way too, so they're cheering on their Grizzlies. Hornets in shotgun set. They're going to run it. It's Whitlock. He didn't get a whole lot there. A couple of yards. That's going to bring up a third down. So good news for Ashland. And that's going to be about a 3rd and 7. They are in the red zone. They're at about the 19-yard line. We'll see what they do here. Likely a passing down. And possibly even 4th down territory. Looking to the sidelines towards their coaches. And here's the snap. They're faking the run. They're passing it to the left side, near side. They got the first down. That was Luke Bennett, 6'3", 165 pounds, with the catch. Bennett is a senior. Quite a few seniors on this Henley team. As we know, they're likely wanting to get back to where they were last year, which is in the playoffs and making a run for it. They may be a favorite to win their class this year. Whitlock gets it again. Whitlock's got some room. I think he got in. See what the refs say. Sure close. Looks like they're going to have him down at the half-yard line. Henley knocking on the door, so regardless, it's first down. Or second down, rather. And they're at the about the half-foot line. I would almost imagine it's going to be Whitlock here, if I had to guess. It is Whitlock. And see what one ref signaled touchdown, the other one hasn't. They're going to call it a touchdown, and it's 6-0 Henley. So just like that, first drive of the game for the Hornets, and they score. Good news for them, but the bad news is the last 2 games, Ashland's been in this situation. And on the ensuing kickoff, they returned to kick for a touchdown. The kick will be attempted by Pisano of Henley. I don't think he got that. He didn't. So just the touchdown, not the extra point. So 6-0. And we're going to take a timeout. We're going to be back in 60 seconds.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
And welcome back to the broadcast. Henley kicking off. Gavin White. And that'll be another touchback. So Henley doing a really good job on the special teams so far, as they're not giving these dangerous return men any room to operate. We've seen 2 touchbacks. That could very well be the strategy, because I'm sure if they watched the film, they saw how Ortega and Gavin White have been doing really well on the kick returns this year. So here come the Grizzlies for their second drive of the game. They're down 6 points right now. Harrell, we're back to throw. Looked like he had Negra for a second, but it falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. We're at about 7 minutes left in the first quarter. And the Grizzlies they are without the coach's son, Crosby Lenners, the senior. I see him on the sidelines in an arm cast. And as Harrell fumbles, it's going to be recovered by Bryson Montag of Henley. And I was just saying right before that, Lenners, as you can see on your camera shot there, just walked by it. He is out for tonight. So let's hope he has a fast recovery, as he was a big part of this team. Made several big plays already early in this young season to help his Grizzlies get to 2-0. But they find themselves in a tricky situation right now early. They're down 6, and Henley's got the ball in good field position. They're inside the 30-yard line. And it's a shotgun set. And it's a sweep. As a man was in motion, and that's their dangerous running back, Whitlock, who's already had a great game so far. And we're just a couple minutes in, and he's already having a big game. As Henley will line up again, 2nd and about 3. This Henley team really had a good start to the game. Fake to Whitlock this time, and it's a pass. Made a couple men miss. Definitely got the first down. And that was Luke Bennett on the catch. Nice moves there. He's got a Henley Hornet first down. So Ashland hoping for a turnover here. That would be exactly what they need in this situation. You don't want to go down 2 scores on the road. Never really want to go down 2 scores, but this especially on the road to a very good team. Possibly a run here on a first down. And that's exactly what it is. Gets a couple yards. Good hit there by number 56 from Ashland. Talon Hernandez. Hernandez has had a good year this year. He's made some great tackles on the defensive side. Second down. Shotgun set. Here's the snap. It's Whitlock again. He's got some room. I don't believe he got the first down. No, he didn't. He's actually, in fact, about 3 yards short. It's 3rd and 3. So the Ashland defense showing some life here, because if they can get a 4th down out of this, that's exactly what they're going to want. Just to keep Henley out of the end zone. Either get a stop, because I wouldn't imagine them kicking a field goal. I'd imagine them going for it. Joseph Janney looking to the sideline, the Henley quarterback. He's going to get the snap. Hands it to Whitlock again. I think he's close to the first down. And he got it. So Henley knocking on the door again, looking to go up 2 scores. I'd imagine they're just going to keep giving it to Whitlock, as they've been giving a heavy dose of him. And it looks like it's going to be a direct snap to him. He gets it. Almost lost control of it, but he keeps it, and he marches into the end zone untouched. And Henley finds themselves up 12-0 early. They did miss the extra point earlier. We'll see if they can get it this time. We're at 4 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's been all Henley, and in particular, Logan Whitlock, a senior 5'8", 180-pound running back, is having himself a game. He's got 2 TDs. Bad snap. Henley doesn't get it. So last week, Ashland had trouble with extra points. This week it's Henley. So the role is a little reversed. But anywho, we will take a timeout and we'll be right back.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
And welcome back. You're watching the Lithia's Super Sword Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. We're here at Henley in Klamath Falls. Grizzlies down early. Looks like White might have a chance to return this one finally. And he does. You gotta watch out for him. He's got some room, but he's gonna get met by the Hornets. A swarm of them, led by Pisano. And Ashland will take over. Needing to get something going. The team's just getting set and ready. So the good news is for Ashland that Henley has been unsuccessful in their 2-point afters. Here's Harrower. He's got a wide open man. A nice stiff arm. Great little play to Caden Gardner, the senior tight end. That's a first down for the Grizzlies. They'll move the chains. And that is a big play for Ashland. Maybe that'll get things going for them. White in the backfield. Harrower gets the snap. He's dropping back. He's got all day to throw. He's got a wide open man streaking down the sideline. Finally shoved out. That was Saturin. So Ashland's offense coming to life. They're really moving the ball. The game clock on the scoreboard has not moved. So the refs must be keeping the time on the field because that game clock is not moving. It's stuck at 4:11. Harrower, man in motion. Scrambles to his right. He's got Negra. He throws it to him. Oh, just out of reach of his hands. There for a second, he had him. Now they've got the clock back running, which is good. It's at 4:03. That was almost a touchdown for the Grizzlies. Negra, of course, had the big week last week. He had 6 catches, 123 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Here's Gavin White on the right side. Gets a couple yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Because Ashland is on the Henley 30-yard line, looking like it's going to be 4th down territory. I'd imagine they're going to go for it, with the exception of getting a coach's worst nightmare right here, which would be a sack. I'd imagine they'd go for it if they get a positive gain. And there's a timeout from Henley. We will stay right here. We won't go to commercial. But we do want to remind you that before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. September is Buck for Kids Month at Dutch Bros, where $1 of every purchase goes to local youth organizations in our communities. The game is also brought to you by Tap Rock, NW Bar and Grill in Grants Pass, Elmer's Restaurants of Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events. So the score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, 12-0, Henley, but Ashland threatening. It is 3rd and 7, so they've got their work cut out for them. Harrower, man in motion. It's Gardner, who just had the big catch moments ago. And that's caught on the near side by Negra. That's moving the chains. The chain gang is moving up to their new markers. And that's great for the Grizzly faithful. Harrower looking to the sideline. Man in motion, it's Gardner. They're going to give it to White. White trying to get to the edge. He gets met by a couple of Hornets, but not before he got a couple of yards. So Ashland still driving. Second down now. Here's Harrower. He's going to pass. He's getting pressured. He's rolling right. He's got a man. It's Siren. See where they mark it, as that's going to be close to a first down. Not quite a first down. I don't see the chains moving just yet. They did get the first down, so it's 1st and goal now. So big gain right there for the Grizzlies as they're knocking on the door now. Here's the snap. Harrower looking right. DeNegra, did he get a foot down? That's the question. He caught it, but did he get the foot down? He did! What a catch by Caden Negra, the senior wide receiver for the Grizzlies, with a spectacular grab in the end zone. I wasn't even sure how he came down with that, but he did. We just mentioned how he had that huge game last year, or last week, and he's on his way to having another big game. What a catch it was. And Harrower will try to make this a 5-point game. Here's the snap. The kick is perfect. So Ashland answers. They're down 12-7. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
What do you do when a loved one has been wrongfully injured or killed? It's simple. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
So welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Super Sore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. The John L. Scott scoreboard. Henley 12, Ashland 7. Here's the kickoff. It's going to Henley. And big return for the Hornets. He's gone. That is who else but Logan Whitlock. He went untouched. That's his 3rd score of the game. Wow, what a score that was for Henley. He got on that far sideline and never looked back. And that just made things difficult for Ashland, as they were just able to get within 5 points, but now they find themselves down 11 again. We'll see how Henley does on their extra point attempt. They've been unsuccessful in their first 2 attempts. I almost am curious if they're going to go for 2 instead. That's what they're going to do. So the offense is out on the field. They're trying to make this a 20-7 game. Flag. I was just about to say they're probably going to hand it to Whitlock, but that's a false start. And wonder if we're going to see the special teams unit now. Doesn't look like it. Offense is staying out on the field. We'll see what they've got chalked up, but if you're Ashland right now, if you can get a stop and only stay down 11, this could be pretty important. And oh my goodness, what a catch that was for Henley. Luke Bennett, the diving extended grab. That was something. Well, we will stay right here. We want to remind you that Spring Sports Action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler, and our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. New stores are opening in Roseburg and Klamath Falls. Now 9 locations to serve you. We also want to thank Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Use your peak rewards to save on gas and snacks on your next road trip with the team. So just like that, Ashland finds themselves down 13. Lots of scoring in this first quarter, where we've still got just under 2.5 minutes left. Ashland needing to answer this score. This is Jacob Ortega. This is the first time we've seen him carry the ball. And he gets hit pretty hard on the return by number 72. That's Caleb Swanson Utley. And Ashland will take over. Decent field possession. They're on their own 31. Right in our field of view of our camera. Arrower, White in motion. They're handing it to Ortega. He gets met. He didn't gain a whole lot, maybe a couple. Looks like he's slow to get up. Didn't see what happened. Let's hope Ortega's okay. He's a crucial part to this Grizzly offense. So they're tending to Jacob Ortega on the ground. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Table Rock Sports and the Ashland Football Club welcome you to 2023 live streaming coverage of Ashland Grizzly football on TableRockSports.net. You'll see the big plays and the big games from the 4A Special District 4 matchups against Hidden Valley and the Klamath and Coastal schools. The Ashland Football Club is able to partner with Table Rock Sports for coverage this season thanks to the generous support of these sponsors you see on the screen. Rogue Credit Union, Ashland Dental and Oral Health, Ashland Homes Real Estate, the Oak Tree Northwest Bar and Grill, People's Bank, where they put people first, Ashland Drug at 53 North 2nd Street, And Reinhold and O'Hara Insurance are helping connect you with the Grizzlies this fall. Please say thanks and support their businesses when possible. Go Grizz!
We welcome you back to the action. During the break, Ortega was able to make it to the sideline under his own power. So that's good news for the Grizzlies. Harrower's second down throw is incomplete, bringing up 3rd and long. Passing down for the Grizzlies. This Hornet defense making life difficult for the Grizzlies. They're very much needing to get a drive going once again. They were successful in their last drive. An unbelievable touchdown catch by Negra. And a great throw by the quarterback, JoJo Harrower. See what they draw up. Harrower back to throw. Negra on the out route. He gets first down. Now move the chains. So big catch there by Ashland. And this is kind of what they were doing on the last drive. The last drive they had a couple of 3rd down conversions. It looked like the drive might stop. But on 3rd down, they were able to execute. So the 3rd down conversions so far in this game for the Grizzlies have been going pretty well. We're under 2 minutes in the first quarter. It's Gavin White up the middle. He gets met. He hasn't been able to find much daylight early on. Almost wonder if they draw up a screen to go his way. He's such a valuable ball carrier. You want to get him involved. And sometimes to do that, if you're struggling on the ground, sometimes they throw up a screen. So I wouldn't doubt it if eventually they call one for White. 2nd and 10 here. There was no gain. Harrower rolling left. He's getting pressured. He's going to go down. That was Cohen Redmond on the sack. The clock is winding. We're inside a minute of the first quarter. It is 3rd and long, 3rd and about 20. So we were just talking a moment ago how the 3rd down conversions were going pretty well for Ashland, but they find themselves in a tough one here. Arrow back to the throw. It's picked off by Henley. So everything going the Hornets' way right now. They get a pick off a deflection. It was initially in Gardner's hands. He wasn't quite able to hang on to it. Deflected, it went up in the air, and Henley caught it. And they're going to take over. There's 16 seconds left. So Henley comes out once again. It's been the story tonight of Logan Whitlock, the senior running back, has just been unstoppable. He has 3 touchdowns. He's got tacos on his socks, and that's pretty suiting as he is just feasting right now. The quarterback's rolling right, throwing a deep ball. It's incomplete. I wish I could wear socks like that, but I can't pull them off quite as well as Whitlock is, and I definitely couldn't run the football like he can. So first quarter, really winding down here. We're inside of 10 seconds now. It is stopped because the clock is stopped because of the incomplete pass. First and long. There is a little smoke haze in the sky out here in Klamath Falls. As we're watching the number 3 and 4 teams in Class 4A square off. There's a penalty flag. Grizzlies, I'm sure, are hoping this is on the Hornets to back them up, because they need the ball again. They want to keep themselves in it and eventually get to 3-0. Somebody's going to get to 3-0 tonight. We just don't know who. Henley going to hand it off to Whitlock. Whitlock weaving through the defense. And he got the first down, so it was 1st and 25. Typically, you'd almost want to pass in a situation like that. They run it with Whitlock, and he's got the first down. That kid is something, folks. And we're going to take a timeout as this quarter has just ended. We'll be right back in 60 seconds to John L. Scott scoreboard. Henley 20, Ashland 7.
What do you do when a loved one has been wrongfully injured or killed? It's simple. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Ah. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Welcome back. The teams switch sides of the field. And Henley's in a shotgun set. He's got 5 receivers, and he's going to keep it. He gets popped by Caden Gardner. Caden Gardner had a big catch on the offensive side earlier, and he's got a big pop on the defensive side as he just got one right there. Henley did get about 4 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 as we're just underway here in the second quarter. Whitlock again. Whitlock is just really having himself a game tonight. He gets another first down. He's well over 100 all-purpose yards. That's just a certainty. He's been running all over the field early on, but still plenty of time left. Here's the snap. They're giving it to him again. Barreling his way through. They're inside about the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. Ashland hoping for a turnover. you'd almost want to emphasize, if you're the Ashland defense, to just try to strip the ball out of Whitlock's hands, just make him fumble. Henley gets a snap. Who else but Whitlock? But he gets stopped this time. Good stop by the Grizzlies. That was Saturin with the stop. So 2nd and goal here. Maybe a passing down. I'm not sure. The way this running back's been playing, you can't rule out a run. Looks like there's a timeout. And that's a Henley timeout. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Daily adventures this summer start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed. Add some extra crunch to your lunch with our mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken. The perfect combination of crispy juicy chicken and irresistible flavors. Earn free rewards and save at least 16 cents a gallon with our Peak Rewards app. Get supercharged and add to your fuel savings when you purchase Core Water, Nestle ice cream, and Red Bull. This summer, let's meet at the Peak and save on our daily adventures.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Welcome back. Just in time for the snap. Faking it. Faking the run there was Henley. Incomplete pass. Let's bring it up a 3rd down. This is a big drive, because if Ashland's able to stop them or to hold them to a field goal, it's still a 2-possession game. If they score a touchdown, however, then it's a 3-possession game. It's a pretty big drive right here. 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. They opt to pass. He's rolling right. Under pressure, almost intercepted. 4th down. So decision time. Can either kick the field goal or can go for it. They have attempted a couple extra points and missed them already in the game. They're going to elect to do a field goal. At least we think, unless it's some kind of a fake. But I'd imagine they'll kick it here and try to go up by a score of 23-7. So a good job there by the Ashland defense to stand tall and to hold them to a field goal. That looks like it's good. No, I stand corrected. It's no good. So Ashland gets a break. Under 10 minutes to play. They're going to take over. They're only down 20-7. And we'll stay right here. Henley, of course, knocked down Crater last week, 46-7. Their defense, the Hornets' defense, did not allow a single point until the 4th quarter. So it's quite evident that this defense is pretty stingy and tough to score on. And we've witnessed that so far. This Ashland offense has looked really high-powered the first 2 weeks. They've put up tons of points. But that hasn't necessarily been the case here. They have scored once, and they'll be looking to score. This time, they get a screen pass to the side to Gavin White. He only gets a couple. They've really held White in check to this point. So Ashland, 2nd and 7 here. See what they draw up. I think the Ashland crowd was making that difficult for the players to hear and led to some miscommunication there. And Ashland elects to do a smart thing, just take a timeout and redraw something up. And we want to remind you, for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family-run Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. So here we go as the teams make their way back out. See what Ashland decides to do here. I would imagine a pass. That's what it is. He had a man, actually, Satyerin streaking across, but he's got Gardner instead, and Gardner on the second effort was able to get the first down. Now there is a flag, and that's about in the vicinity of holding, so this might be coming back. But Gardner is having himself a game. He's made several good plays to this point. The senior plays tight end. He also plays linebacker. Number 44 out there. I'd imagine they're going to keep trying to give him the ball. 2nd and 17. Looks like that was, in fact, holding. So they'll redo 2nd down. Not what Ashland wanted, especially as that play resulted in a first down initially. But the penalty will set them back instead. 20-7 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We're inside of 10 minutes left till halftime. Harrower gonna get the snap. Fake to White. He's got a man. It's Negra, and he missed him by a half a step. That might have been a touchdown. That might have been a touchdown. He was being double covered. And he had them both beat. And Harrower knows it. Wow, that was almost what would have been a 90-yard touchdown. Just missed. I mean, he missed him by half a yard. If that ball is half a yard closer, this is likely a 6-point game. But we'll redo. 3rd and 17. Harrower. He didn't have anybody open. Looked like they dropped back in a zone right there, and both receivers were covered. Couldn't throw it to anybody, and he had to throw it out of bounds. That's actually a good decision on his part right there. If you don't have anything, you don't want to force it, because that can lead to a turnover, if not a touchdown for the other team. So sometimes you're just in a situation where you just have to get rid of it, and that's what he did. So 4th down. Ashland's gonna punt. And the punt is away. Gets to midfield about. Looks like it's on the Henley side, about the 48. Looks like a flag comes in late. We aren't gonna jump to a break. We want to see what this flag is first. We'll see what it is. If it's on the Grizzlies, this might not be very good news. The ref's discussing it. Not sure what the call is. Looks like it is on Henley. So Ashland catches a break. 2 penalties on Henley. It'll still be first down, so they'll still get the ball. So that, we'll see what they do with the ball here. It'll set them back. They'll be in their own territory now. And they'll take over. It'll be first down. So if you've been watching, if you're just tuning in, Logan Whitlock of Henley has 3 touchdowns, and he's been really tough to stop in this game. Ashland was able to fend them off in the last drive and kept the Hornets off the board. They'll be looking to do that again this time. But the goal right now is to just try to contain Logan Whitlock. That's not an easy thing to do. He's in motion. He's getting the ball on a fake, and the quarterback keeper, run by Joseph Janney, and he's just going to get a couple yards. So second down, second and what looks like about 8. Ashland really needing a stop, or better yet, a turnover. Janney gets a snap. He's handing it to Whitlock. Whitlock kind of gets met here. He didn't get much, maybe a couple. We're inside at 8.5 minutes. It's 3rd and 5. Big play here for the Ashland defense. They need a stop. They need the ball back. They need to score. There's a whistle. Going to be a 3rd and final timeout from Henley. So they're all out of timeouts. We're going to take one with them. We'll be right back after this message.
Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get...
So welcome back. 3rd and short. Henley giving it to Whitlock. Ooh, I think he got it. He did. He got the first down. It's really quite clear. It's never really out of the question to give that kid the ball. We saw on a 1st and 25 they gave it to him. He got a first down. It's 3rd and 5. They give it to him. First down. Pretty nice to have that option so that you don't have to pass the ball. You can just simply run it and just keep on moving the chains. Henley moves them. First down. They're passing here. Janney's got a man, but it's incomplete. Just trying to find his main target, Luke Bennett. Just wasn't able to get him right there. Good coverage by Ashland on that. And we'll see a 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. It's going to Whitlock. He's met in the backfield. And he's brought down. Caden Gardner with the stop. What an impressive tackle that was. To not only get to him, but to bring him down the ground. So Ashland defense will try to hold Henley here. It's a third and what looks to be a 12, third and 12. Really needing a stop. The Ashland faithful coming to life. Here's the snap. Janney gonna pass. It's a screen. He's got some room. And see where they mark him. I think he's short. It's gonna bring up a fourth down. So we'll see if they punt or if they go for it. I just really wouldn't be shocked if they go for it. It's a 4th and 3. The way Henley's been moving the ball tonight, they're going to go for it. They're going to keep him out in the... Or no, they will elect a punt, rather. Looked like for a second they'd go for it, but... So Ashland will likely take over here. Gavin White back to return. The punt gets shanked out of bounds. And the Grizzlies are going to take over. So 6:43 left in the first half. The drawn-out scoreboard still 20-7 Henley. Ashland defense really done well the last two possessions to stop Henley. And the offense will take over now. Of course, on the last possession, they just missed Negra on a deep ball, missing by about a half a step as he had two defenders beat. Here we go. Snap to Harrower. It was high. He brought it down. Tries to throw it to Saturin, and it's incomplete. Second down. So 2nd and 10, following the incompletion. Ashland still got 2 timeouts. They're on the end of the field that the Henley student section is, and they're being pretty loud. There is a flag on the play as Harrower goes along the right side. Looked like he had no gain on the play. Let's see what the penalty flag is. And that's a holding call. And that'll set the Grizzlies back. Make it challenging to get a first down. They would love to get one. This is situations where they missed their wide receiver Crosby Lenners. He's sitting out in this one. He has an arm injury. Harrower trying to get a man in motion, does. It's Saturin. He drops back to pass. There's another flag. It's caught by White. This might be for nothing. This might be on the Grizzlies of 2nd and 20. Got a nice little gain there. And it does appear that it is on the Grizzlies. as the refs are moving the ball back. And it was a holding call. So second and what will be a 2nd and 25. Harrower back to pass. Going to Gardner. He gets met by a couple of Hornets. He did pick up a couple yards. That'll bring up 3rd down. Third and 15, gain of 10 on the play. Shotgun set. Harrower drops back. He steps up in the pocket. Going to Negra. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Grizzlies will be forced to punt. Henley will have Luke Bennett back to return it. So we were in the first quarter seeing a lot of scoring. The second quarter the pace has really slowed down. It's been more of a defensive quarter. Both teams showing good defense. And here's a punt. Bennett thought for a second he almost overran the ball, but he gets it. He's got a big return along the far sideline into that noisy student section of Henley. And Hornets are going to take over with really good field possession. So not what the Ashland Grizzlies wanted right there. Out comes the Henley offense. And here we go. They're going to hand it off. It's Whitlock. Whitlock's got some room. Gets a nice gain out on the far sideline. We're inside a 5 minutes left to play in the first half. 13-point lead. The number 3 team in 4A, Henley, taking on the number 4 team, Ashland. Going to be Whitlock again. He gets hit in the backfield, but he bounced off. He got a first down. Gonna be 1st and goal. Henley in business. 2 first downs and knocking on the door. I'd imagine they'd keep handing it to number 4. Because number 4 might have number 4. As in touchdowns. He keeps it there on the halfback drip. Snap. Didn't quite get to the end zone, but he got close. Looks like they're going to direct snap it again. Why not? Same play. And he got it that time. As the roar from the crowd erupts. And this offense from Henley is erupting. Because of the play, their tailback. It's been all Logan Whitlock in this first half. The senior really playing a great game. He had one kick return right when Ashland made it a 12-7 game. So they had gotten within 5, but he takes it to the house. And Henley's got a 20-point lead. We're under 4 minutes left to play to John L. scoreboard, 27-7. We're going to be back after this message.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Welcome back. Just in time for the kickoff after the touchdown. And a lot of execution from Pisano, the kicker. He hasn't given these return men for Ashland any chance in this one. Gavin White has only had about one chance to even make a return in this game. The rest have been touchbacks. To start the second half, Henley will get the ball. So if there was ever a time for Ashland, it would be right now. Maybe even try to get a 2-for-1 situation. You could try to draw up a big play here, score, and then try to get the ball back and try to score again. Harrower stepping up in the pocket. He's going to take off. Nice little gain before he's stopped by some Hornets. Harrower gets the snap. He finds Satyrin. Satyrin gets to almost midfield before he's brought down. Ashland knowing how important it would be to score right here. It would be big time for the Grizzlies. They've got trips left. Harrower back to pass. He's going right. They've got a first down once again. That was Caden Negra, the very reliable 6'3" receiver. 1st and 10. Moving the chains. The last 2 plays. Here we go again. However, there's a whistle. Let's see what this is. Possibly timeout. Let's see. Henley is out of timeout, so Ashland has 2 of them. There wasn't a flag or anything, just kind of a pause in the action. Harrower gets it. JoJo rolling right. He's just forced to throw it away. Smart decision. He had about 4 defensive linemen about to get him, and he knew it, so he just did the wise thing and threw it away. So 2nd and 10. On this night in Klamath Falls at Henley High School. Home of the Hornets. The throw behind his receiver, Lawrence. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. So 3rd and 10, a big 3rd down here for the Grizzlies. I wonder if they'll go to Caden Gardner. He's got the hot hand. He's in motion. Harrower looking for and finding his receiver, Sayurin. What a big play that was for the Grizzlies to get the 1st down. So the Grizzlies keep the drive alive. First and 10. Inside of 2.5 minutes. JoJo. The throw! Oh, man, he almost had his receiver Gardner there. Just through his hands. That would have got him inside the 10-yard line. Good throw, just couldn't quite come down with it. I'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Almost wonder if they'll do that same play. They've had a lot of success finding targets about 10 yards downfield in this game. That's been where the success has been. And it's been just about everybody involved. Negra, Gardner, Satyrin, JoJo rolling right. It's Gardner. He gets some yards here. See what they mark it. Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looks like about a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. 4th down territory, I'm thinking for sure. So if they don't get it, probably going to go for it. 27-7 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. JoJo gets the snap. Looking right. He's got his man. It's Gavin White. There is a penalty flag on the field. See what this is. They are moving back, and the ref signals holding. So not what you want if you're the Grizzlies. What would have been a 3rd and 3 turns into a 3rd and 13. A very big 3rd and 13. Ashland hoping they can get something. JoJo back to throw. He's got his man. It's White. That's a 1st down for the Grizzlies. Grizzly fans loving it. We're inside of 2 minutes, and Ashland is in business. What can they do? They've got 5 receivers. JoJo back to throw again. He got pressured, got knocked down. Luckily, he was able to flick the ball away to avoid the sack. Very fortunate. There is a flag. That might be on Henley. Or no, it's on JoJo for grounding. Another penalty flag is thrown on the whole other side of the field. Ashland seems upset with the call. And now it's set him back. Looks like it was unsportsmanlike conduct. So what looked like a really promising drive for the Grizzlies, after a couple of penalties, it sets them back. Looks like that penalty was on Noah Schrader for the unsportsmanlike conduct. So it's 2nd and goal from the 41-yard line. JoJo back throw, trying to get some of his yards back. Gardner. So that was 2nd down. They'll bring up a 3rd down. We're going to see 4 tries. They're going to try to get into this end zone. They really don't have any other choice. They could try to kick a field goal, however, if it is far enough away from the goal line, that is. They'll likely try to kick it, rather. But if they get pretty close, I wouldn't doubt if they try to go for it. Here's JoJo. Back throw. Escaping pressure. He just throws it up. The 6'3" receiver uses every inch of that and then some as he made a leap and he caught it. Big gain there for Ashland. It will, however, bring a 4th down. And Ashland's going to call timeout. So they're going to think about what they want to do. If they want to go for it or if they want to kick a field goal. Given the situation, you can kind of get away with going for a field goal, but because Henley is receiving in the second half, a touchdown would be much more suitable, because then it's a 2-possession game as opposed to 3. But this is why they want to talk about it and think it over and go with the best option. And Medford is your sport ground where the West Coast comes to play. Visit travelmedford.org/sports to learn more about the many tournament venues, world-class outdoor opportunities, and the event calendar, or find out what's going on. And Table Rock Sports thanks our great sponsors, including the John L. Scott Real Estate Scoreboard and our longtime friends from Shern's, Thunderboard, and Food for Less in Southern Oregon. 4th and goal. Let's see what the Grizzlies elect to do. They're going for it. Shotgun set. JoJo rolling left. He throws it. Dropped by Satyurin. Satyurin's upset about the hit, and he might have got a unsportsmanlike conduct. Even had Satyurin caught it, I think he would have been short of the touchdown, which he would have needed a touchdown on that play. It was 4th and goal. there is a Henley Hornet down on the ground. This looks like it's a cramp of some sort as they're just stretching him out. So Ashland comes up empty-handed. A great defense of effort by Henley to stop them there. On the field, shaken up was Luke Chase, but it looks like he's back up and ready to go, which is great news for the youngster out of Henley. We're inside a minute left of the first half. So Henley will take over. Refs still discussing. This will pause in the action here. A couple of penalties look like they were offsetting as the penalties were on both teams. So Henley will take over. So Ashland will be looking to get the ball off a turnover. They really need to try to get Henley's offense off the field or just into halftime. Down 27-7, just don't want to make it any worse. So hopefully for the Grizzlies, they'll be able to stop it. But Henley looks like they're just going to take a knee and just get into halftime, and that's what they're going to do. So that's going to do it for the first half. As we're going to go into halftime with a 27-7 lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard. And so we'll be back for the second half of action here in Klamath Falls. It's been all Henley in the first half, 27-7, they lead.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey,
Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Table Rock Sports and the Ashland Football Club welcome you to 2023 live streaming coverage of Ashland Grizzly football on TableRockSports.net. You'll see the big plays and the big games from the 4A Special District 4 matchups against Hidden Valley and the Klamath and Coastal schools. The Ashland Football Club is able to partner with Table Rock Sports for coverage this season thanks to the generous support of these sponsors you see on the screen. Rogue Credit Union, Ashland Dental and Oral Health, Ashland Homes Real Estate, the Oak Tree Northwest Bar and Grill, People's Bank, where they put people first, Ashland Drug at 53 North 2nd Street, and Reinhold and O'Hara Insurance are helping connect you with the Grizzlies this fall. Please say thanks and support their businesses when possible. Go Grizz!
Welcome back. The second half here about to get underway. Henley up 27-7 after the strong play from their running back. Logan Whitlock, he's had quite the game. Ashland's still in striking distance. If they can come out with a couple of stops, a couple of touchdowns, this might be a different game. So very much in it. But just from the first half analysis, this Henley team, they lost to eventual state champion by 1 point last year in the playoffs. And I'd say that just from observing this team tonight, they have a legitimate chance of winning the state title. This has been a very impressive team. They are very aggressive on defense. They're very aggressive with running the ball. They can pass the ball. They're just a really well-rounded team. Ashland is a very well-rounded team themselves, and that showed in their first 2 games as they had 2 competitions that were really, for the most part, not even really that close. But they've got their hands full tonight against the Hornets. And we are about to start this third quarter. More football coming your way. Still in this young 2023 football season. And Ashland, of course, will kick it off to start the half. Henley will return. But this Henley team just can't emphasize enough just how impressive they are. I mean, this is an Ashland team that's already matched their win total from last year in the first 2 games. And they've got things completely turned around. Just an extremely hard test tonight. And to kick it off for Ashland, it'll be Teddy Williams, number 80. He is a junior. So the strong points for Ashland the last couple weeks were their running backs Ortega and Gavin White, but they were relatively quiet in the first half. Let's see if they can turn it around. I'm sure the Grizzly faithful would love to see Ortega and Gavin White have a big second half, and we're underway. Henley gets it. That's Bennett. He's a speedster, and he's got the edge. Still running. He's inside the 20. Henley starts out the second half about as good as you possibly can. What a return that was. He just kept going. And he finds himself in the red zone. So just like that, Henley looking to up their lead. It's 27-7. We're just underway here in the second half. The Henley Hornets, I was just talking about how I think they have a legitimate chance at the state title this year, and that's one of the reasons why is that player right there that you just saw coming on the near side of your screen. That was Luke Bennett. He is their best receiver. But really the story today, Whitlock, and I imagine we will see him on this drive. There's a penalty. Looks like it's going to be a delay of game on the Hornets. So 1st and 15. They're on the, what looks like about the 22-yard line. And they hand it off to Whitlock. Whitlock gets a couple there. So if Henley goes on to get a touchdown here, that's not good for the Grizzlies. But they'll be looking to get a stop. And they have gotten some stops in this game. Here's the snap. Whitlock. I imagine we'll see a lot of him in the second half like we did in the first half. It is third down. This Ashland defense really trying to contain him. It's 3rd and 5. As we await the snap. Here it is. Fake to Whitlock. They pass it. And they've got the first down. So that keeps the Henley drive alive, and they're still threatening. But boy, have they looked very good tonight. The Hornets. And that's a touchdown for Henley. Who other? Logan Whitlock. It's his 5th score tonight. Have yourself a night, Mr. Whitlock. 33-7. And special teams unit is out, and they'll try to get the extra point. It's up. Looks good. It is good. So your score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Henley 34, Ashland 7. We'll be back after this message.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
So welcome back. The kick is off. Gavin White has trouble with it, but it looks like they called a touchback anyway. Ashland will take over at the 20. So we'll see what Ashland can do on their first drive of the second half. Their touchdown tonight came on an amazing catch by Caden Negra from a pass from JoJo Harrower. Right on the money, and he made an acrobatic catch in the end zone. That was in the first quarter. One of the first possessions of the game. Here's the snap, and White didn't get much. The Henley defense was waiting for him. been hard to run on this Henley team. They have not made it easy. Man in motion for the Grizzlies. JoJo rolls right. He's trying to throw a deep ball. He's got Satyrin. And he was able to come down with it. It's a first down. We're at 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Ashland gets a big first down right there as they're approaching midfield. And here's the snap. Time to throw. Looking for Negra. Couldn't quite connect. Gonna bring up second down. So second down and 10. Shotgun formation for Ashland. They're going to pass. Negra going to him, connecting. Get a couple yards and bring up third down. So we'll see what's drawn up on third down for the Grizzlies as they all take a look at their wristband that has the play on it. And we'll set up for third down. Here we go. JoJo back to throw. He's trying to wave his man downfield, but Henley's quick defense was able to get to him before he could do anything with it. That was a great hustle by number 26 for Henley. Kyle Nichols, the senior, was able to disrupt that. Harrower was telling his receiver to get downfield a little more, but while he was doing that, he gets hit. He's grabbing his quad, Harrower is, so let's hope he's all right. And the Grizzlies will punt. Ortega. Ortega will boot it. And we'll stop for a second. There'd be a fake punt, and Ortega would take it all up on the left side. Almost wonder if he thought about that. So we're inside of 9 minutes. John L. Scott scoreboard, 34-7. We will stay right here as the teams switch out their offense and defense. And Henley marches out for their second possession of the half. The first possession ended up in a touchdown. We've seen 5 touchdowns from their senior running back, Logan Whitlock. The 5'8", 180 pounder having himself a night. He's going to be trying for number 6 on this drive. He's not going to waste any time. He's got it. But Ashland is there. What a great tackle to just grab the shoulder pad to slow him down. That was Jacob Ortega. Good tackle there. And that is a legal tackle. That's not a horse collar. That's different. Second down for Henley as they got just a couple on that run. Their quarterback keeper along the far side. He's got some room. Definitely got the first down on that. Was Janney. Janney's only a sophomore. And he's a starter for the Henley Hornets. He's done good tonight. However, he hasn't had to throw very much. Really, all he's had to do is just hand it off to his tailback. But why not? And so 1st and 10 for Henley. Janney handing it off. Whitlock. He's close to a first down. Let's see where they mark him. Didn't quite get it. Looks like it'll be 2nd and 2. 2nd and 3 is what they'll officially call it. So Henley driving. They're in complete control of this game. And here they come. They pick up the first down. So 1st and 10 for Henley. And they are really taking their time. I'm thinking their objective right now at this point is they're just wanting to chew a lot of clock. And they'll run it again. And again, they have a first down. So this might be a summary of the rest of the night right here. Just running the ball. Long drives. A lot of clock. No rush. Some hands-on hits for Ashland's defense. They're running it again. And again, they get a nice gain. Henley really making a case. Almost wonder if they're going to... So they're at number 3 in the polls right now, but they're taking on number 4, Ashland, in Class 4. You almost wonder if, with such an impressive performance tonight, you wonder if they hold on to win, if they get bumped up to 1 or 2. And quarterback keeper along the far side, Janney. They're moving the chains again. So 5 minutes and 32 seconds left in the third. As we await the snap, here it is. Going to fake it to Whitlock, and Janney's going to keep it on the option. Clock continues to run, and Henley still moving the chains and still running the ball. They'll pass it this time. Quick pass. Out to the near side to Chris Janney. The brother of the quarterback. He's a senior, number 2. So Henley's made it to the 35-yard line. They're driving. They're in Ashland territory. Here's the snap. Janney hands it to Whitlock. Whitlock. Far side. He's looking for contact, and boy, he got it. He knocked down a player for Ashland, and that didn't look good. I mean, he just really lowered his shoulder. And they called for the trainer immediately, which this might not be a very good sign. I'm trying to make out who the player is. Still trying to make out who the player is. He is moving his arms and his legs, so he's moving. I'm just unable to see a jersey number at the moment. Well, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back, and when we come back, hopefully I will find out the player that is down and be able to inform everybody, but we'll take a timeout.
What do you do when a loved one has been wrongfully injured or killed? It's simple. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it! Oh! Ah! Come on, ref! Open your eyes! Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Daily adventures this summer start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed. Add some extra crunch to your lunch with our mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken. The perfect combination of crispy juicy chicken and irresistible flavors. Earn free rewards and save at least 16 cents a gallon with our Peak Rewards app. Get supercharged and add to your fuel savings when you purchase Core Water, Nestle ice cream, and Red Bull. This summer, let's meet at the Peak and save on our daily adventures.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
So welcome back. To the action. We're in the middle of an injury timeout. We have gotten word, it looks like it's number 4 of Ashland, Colin Lawrence, is who it appears to be. There was a big collision on the far side just a couple moments ago as he comes to his feet. let's hope the youngster is okay. That was a hard hit. And hopefully Lawrence is able to recover from that. He's a junior. He is walking under his own power, which is a good sign. As the weather in Klamath Falls, a big breeze has come in, and when the sun came down, the weather out here got pretty chilly. But before the game, it was warm and sunny. We've got 4 minutes left in the third quarter here. We're in the middle of a Henley drive. And a very efficient drive it's been to this point. They've run the ball and just keep getting first downs and keep moving the ball and looking like they might score again. So here we go. We're back to action. So Janney awaits the snap. Man in motion. Giving it to Whitlock. Get some yards. Can bring up a second down. As they'll look to punch it in here to get their 40th point of the night. And I'd imagine it'd go to number 4. He's got 5 touchdowns. 5. He gets it again. He gets number 5. And Henley's got 40 points on the night on the John L. Scott scoreboard. 3:24 left in the third quarter. So what a night it's been for Logan Whitlock. Looks like Henley will attempt a 2-point conversion. Janney, incomplete. So 40-7 in the third quarter. We will take a timeout. We'll be back after this message.
Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RBTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
So welcome back to the action here. We're about to have kickoff following the touchdown from Henley. And it's Ortega on the run back. He's a dangerous return man. Gets a decent return there. And Ashland will take over. So we're at the 3 minutes, 17 seconds left in the third. JoJo back to pass. He's looking for Satyurin. Looks like he caught him, but he was out. It was out of bounds. So he made the catch. He was just unable to get a foot down in bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And Ashland gets backed up on the play, and they'll bring up 3rd and long. JoJo back to throw. Be a screen pass to Gavin White. He slips. Not sure it would have mattered. There were quite a few Henley players in the vicinity. So 4th and 14, going to bring out the punt team. So clock continues to run. And we're winding down the 3rd quarter. Ortega able to get the punt off. Bennett on the return. Bennett's got a lot of speed when he takes off. So have to really watch out, as he can get upfield quickly. Henley will take over. And what we saw from the last drive of Henley was just running the ball and ultimately scoring. So 2 drives this half for Henley, 2 touchdowns. They went into half with a 27-7 lead. At one point in this ball game, it was 12-7 as Whitlock gets a first down as he comes to the near side. At one point in the game, it was 12-7. Ashland had just scored to cut into a deficit. But then Whitlock, on special teams, on the kick return, took it to the house. And Henley's had the momentum ever since. And there's a penalty on Ashland. And that'll put Henley closer to the red zone. Looks like Whitlock's night is done as number 28 is in at running back, and he gets the handoff. He gets stopped by a couple of Grizzlies. That's Jeremiah Brunick. He's a sophomore. So all sophomores now in the backfield for Henley, as Janney and his fellow classmate. We're approaching 1 minute left of this 3rd quarter. This 3rd quarter's been all Henley. 13 unanswered points, and they're knocking on the door again. Gonna run the ball. Brunick. Just letting the underclassmen get some reps. So by the time he's a junior or senior, he'll be more ready on this level. Here he is again. Broke the first tackle, didn't break the second. That was a big hit by Caden Gardner. And that one might do it for this third quarter. We're gonna go to the fourth. Here in Klamath Falls. And we will take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter for you.
Table Rock Sports and the Ashland Football Club welcome you to 2023 live streaming coverage of Ashland Grizzly football on TableRockSports.net. You'll see the big plays and the big games from the 4A Special District 4 matchups against Hidden Valley and the Klamath and Coastal schools. The Ashland Football Club is able to partner with Table Rock Sports for coverage this season thanks to the generous support of these sponsors you see on the screen. Rogue Credit Union, Ashland Dental and Oral Health, Ashland Homes Real Estate, the Oak Tree Northwest Bar and Grill, People's Bank, where they put people first, Ashland Drug at 53 North 2nd Street, and Reinhold and O'Hara Insurance are helping connect you with the Grizzlies this fall. Please say thanks and support their businesses when possible. Go Grizz!
So welcome back as the teams switch sides. Henley trying to score. Impressive night the Hornets have had. Going to be a run. Brunick. Brunick has subbed in for Logan Whitlock, who had 6 touchdowns on the night. Pause in the action. Looks like it was a penalty on Henley. So that'll set Henley back. Be 2nd and long. And here we go. Handoff. Along the far side, trying to get to the edge, was not able to do it. As Brunick gets stopped, it's going to bring up a 3rd and long as he only gained a couple. Some fans making their way towards the exits. As the Knights just getting colder out here in Klamath Falls. They're just wanting to make their way home. Here come the Hornets. Dropping back. He's getting pressured. Good pressure right there by even Staten. Wasn't able to get him. And Janney took off and he got the first down on the scramble. Or he did not get the first down. He's actually, in fact, a couple yards short. So it'll be 4th and 2. And that'll be a timeout for Henley. We'll be back after this message. We're going to take a timeout.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Welcome back. Field goal attempt for the Hornets. Pizzano. That's no good. Ashland will take over. So we'll see the Ashland offense still try to get some points on the board. Colin Lawrence was hurt in the third quarter. He has not returned to the game. It doesn't look like he will. He is sitting on the trainer's table. So it does not look like he will come back into this game. Gavin White gets some yards on a carry. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 as we're under 10.5 minutes in the game. Here's the snap. Going to White, and it's blown up in the backfield. Nice looking tackle right there by Henley's Nolan Sieben. So approaching 9.5 left in the game. John L. Scott scoreboard, it's 40-7. You've been watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And breaking the action, looks like timeout for Ashland. That'll be their first time out. And we'll take a timeout ourselves. We'll be right back.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Daily adventures this summer start at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed. Add some extra crunch to your lunch with our mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken. The perfect combination of crispy juicy chicken and irresistible flavors. Earn free rewards and save at least 16 cents a gallon with our Peak Rewards app. Get supercharged and add to your fuel savings when you purchase Core Water, Nestle ice cream, and
welcome back to the action here. Harrower rolling left. Finds Negra. He's got a first down. So third down conversion for the Grizzlies, and they'll move the chains. And that refreshes the downs for Ashland. Clock still running. Gardner in motion. Pass is intercepted. That was Jason Kern. The nice read on the interception. And he's loving it. The junior with the nice catch. And so Henley will take over. Imagine we'll see more of them running the ball. Just try to get out of here with a win. And improve to 3-0. Looking like Ashland will fall to 2-1. Timeout Henley. They're down to one timeout. But even it looks like Ashland will fall to 2-1. They've got nothing to be ashamed of. This Henley team is tough, and they're tough at home. They are a legitimate state championship team. And they're going to be fighting for it this year. And I would not be shocked if the trophy comes back to Klamath Falls, to Henley, as they have looked impressive. Here's the snap. Goes to the sophomore running back. He's still on his feet. Gets first down. So refuses to go down and gets the first down. That's Jeremiah Brunick. And Henley is driving. Looks like we have an injury timeout this time. That injury is Jack Malcourt. So as they attend to Malcourt, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill.
And welcome back. Malcourt was able to walk off the field under his own power. And here comes Henley. Brunick again. He got the first down. So nothing to be ashamed of if you're Ashland. Still have a lot to look forward to. You've still matched the win total from last year. They'll just look to regroup and come out and try to get a win next week. And next week, Ashland will be at Hidden Valley. They've got Mazama coming up. That's a home game on the 29th. Then October 6th, they're at Marshfield. As Henley scores on the play. Nice run by Trapper Kundal, the sophomore, getting in on the action with the impressive touchdown run along the left side. And Henley extends their lead. So Ashland, I was saying, has Mazama coming up on the 29th, Marshfield, at Marshfield on October 6th. Then back home, October 13th, Sweet Home. And then week after that, North Bend. And then they finished the season at Klamath Union. And here's the extra point try. And it's not even close, as it ricochets off the defensive line. And it's 46-7. And Ashland will get the ball. So White and Ortega will be back to receive what will be the kickoff after the touchdown. 39-point lead for the Hornets. Biggest deficit the Grizzlies have faced this year. Here comes the kickoff. Short kick. Caught by Gardner. And Ashland will take over. So here come the Grizzlies. They have yet to score from, they had a drive in the first quarter that resulted in a touchdown. They're trying to get another one. Frame, and naturally there's a touchdown by White on the play. Two-point conversion attempt for Ashland. I think they got it. They did. 46-15 now. So a nice run by Gavin White to get him back on the board. And so Ashland will kick off after the touchdown. It'll be Daddy Williams to kick off. And here it comes. Onside try for Ashland, but Henley was able to get it before the Grizzlies, and Hornets will take over. So Ashland still playing hard, trying to get the ball back, trying to get more points on that board. And out come the Hornets. And Henley hands it off, and boy, what a hit. And we're inside at 2.5 minutes left to play. Henley up by 31 by a score of 46-15 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. First and 10. And there's a run. It won't get much. That was Brunick. And we're inside of 90 seconds. Is Henley just chewing clock? Here they come on the near side on a quarterback keeper. Stopped by Ashland. A good play by that defense of theirs. That was Avon Staton on the tackle, the sophomore. And we're inside a minute. And this next play will be what could be the last play of the game, as fans are really exiting now. That should just about do it. Henley's going to move to 3-0. We will keep an eye on those rankings to see if they jump up after an impressive performance over to Ashland Grizzlies. The story of the night was Logan Whitlock. It was all him tonight as he scored 6 touchdowns. Ashland had a touchdown from Gavin White and Caden Negra. And Henley was able to end the game with a win. They moved to 3-0. Ashland moves to 2-1. And that'll do it for this week on TableRockSports.net. The final score from the John L. Scott scoreboard: Henley 46, Ashland 15. I'm Andrew Webb, saying so long from Klamath Falls.